didn't want to wear a lot of clothes because I'm going to put a cape on. Make sure once in a while you put on your button pants with a belt because, with eating all these snacks and food and on the couch, you just want to make sure your pants still fit. So I am going to put on my cape now. Oh, I don't know how these people do it with these lights. It's so hot. Oh, my goodness. So put on your cape. Tight. Alright. Put my cape on. I just wanted to let you know the date. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. And I wanted to start my demo with a little quote. The quote is, "Be strong because things will get better. It may be stormy now, but it never rains forever." So that is my quote for today. Notes that I wrote to myself is try not to say so much and look into the camera. So that is what I'm going to try to do. So you have your cape on, all right? So my men who are trying to attempt this themselves, I'm sure you're in your bathroom, looking at your mirror. Put your cape on, make sure you have your tools already. If you don't have some of the tools that I said, if you have a clipper, your guards, and a comb, that should suffice. The reason why I'm demoing this is just so you can kind of upkeep your sides. It's not really going to be a whole haircut. It's more of just making sure your sides are clean so it's not bothering you. And a little trim on the top. This will help you get through for a couple weeks till you get to your barber or your hairstylist. So there I went. I said again. I'm trying not to say Anywho, I gave myself a haircut about a week ago. And I gave Frank a haircut probably a couple days before that. So we both are good on our haircuts. But I can just kind of give you the general direction of what you need to do with your clipper. So the first thing I like to do is kind of just put my hair all back and make sure that, I'm sure most of my men have haircuts like this where the top of their hair is longer and their sides are shorter. So what I like to do is put it all back so I can start my guide. And the way I'm going to do that is with the clip. So I'm just going to clip my hair. And you want to make sure you start your clipper cut with your hair dry, never wet. If you don't have clips, what you could do is use your styling products. You could use a little pomade. This is by American Crew. So you just take a little bit of pomade. And you kind of just want to make sure you have a clean guide. So my hair can part on either side, but I'm going to part it on to the left side. So I'm going to put my pomade on this side because that's where I'm going to start. What this does is it just kind of keeps all the hair down. So when you're about to go with your clipper. Again, remember, you want to use your clipper on dry hair only, never wet. So just to get a little cleaner guide, I'm going to put this clip here. Okay, so there you have it. That's your first step. So now you're going to take your clipper. I told a lot of my men clients, they were texting me up the wazoo on what they could do. So I told them to order their own clippers online, Amazon, or, you know, you can go directly to the site, Wall or Babyliss. What else brand of clippers are there? I pretty much use Wall. I love Wall clippers, so. And I'm going to use, usually my men, because remember this is just to get you through for a couple weeks. What I did on my hair is I did a one guard. I usually don't do that. My regular men clients, they usually are between a 3 and a 4. So these are the two guides you will be using. All right, 3 and 4. So you're going to put your guard. I'm going to start off with the 4. The higher the number, the longer your hair is going to be. You know, if you start with the shorter one, you can't go back and clean up as well. So start with your highest number guard, which is the 4. All right, everyone got that? Number 4. Clip it onto your clipper. And by all means, like, you know, I'm a professional. You guys aren't. So, you know, don't worry about it. I'm just going to try to help you through this. So now you're going to turn on your clipper. And what you want to do is you want to get as close to the scalp, to the head, as you can. So what I usually do is I like to start on my sides. And you just follow your head and go straight up. So just keep doing that. See, I already gave myself a haircut a couple days ago, so I don't have any hair. So, but if you want shorter sides, go with the shorter guards, but just remember, you want to go between 2. So if you want to go short, go 1 and 2. Start with the 2. What I'm doing today is 3 and 4. I'm starting with my 4 guard. Okay, so just follow your head and work your way up. And see what I did here? The ear is always the biggest problem, you know, because it always messes you up. You don't know what to do. So just literally, with your fingers, push your ear down. And again, just go up. And when you get to this section, just work your way up. You can do short strokes like I'm doing, or you can go long. And you're going to do the same on this side. Follow the head, place the clipper right on your face. On your face. It's not going to hurt you. And push against your head with the clipper guard. And go straight up. Like so. Bring the ear down. I'm like closing my eye. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a reflex. So after you do both sides, you can, you know, clean up a little bit by going this direction. I really don't like to go this direction, especially since you guys are not professionals. Because what tends to happen is your hair starts to go round and not square. And most men haircuts are square. You want to make sure they're square. So with the technique of laying the clipper and the guard against your head and going straight up, helps you to keep the more of the square. All right? So you did your sides. Now the back is a little challenging. I had Frank help me with my back a couple weeks ago, but I was watching this other video of this other guy demoing a clipper cut, and what he advised to do is use your hand and feel the back of your head to where you want your hair to stop. Turn on the clipper, can't see you guys. But I put my head down and you want to work straight up. But you want to feel the hair. And again, you just want to go straight up. Remember what I told you. The reason why we go straight up with the clipper is because it keeps the haircut more square. Once you start going like this, and working through it like this, and going like this, and going like this, it's going to make your hair rounds. And you don't want to be round. You want to be square. If you want to be round, go ahead, but I don't care. I like my men's haircuts to be square. So pretty much right there, just doing your sides and your back, not even touching the top of your head, will make you last for your haircut till you see your barber or your hairstylist. I would say 3 weeks tops, 3 to 4 weeks. But you could just get away with doing the sides and the back and you'll be fine. You'll be golden. If you still have a little hair here and around your ears, take the guard off. Put on your clipper. And then just edge. Edge your sideburns. Here. Make sure you don't cut your ear. That's all I need. So, I did my sides, both sides and the back with the foreguard. And you can pretty much get away with that. Say you want it to be a little bit more cleaned up. That's where you go in with your 3. Remember, the higher the number, the longer your hair, the lower the number, the shorter the hair. So now I put on my 3 guard. Again. Place the clipper on the side of your head, against your head. Do not be scared. And work up. Take the clipper straight up. You notice how I placed it against my head. Go straight up. Ear, put down. Same on this side. Place the clipper and the guard here. Now something important that I forgot to mention just now, switching from my 4 guard to my 3, is remember we just want to kind of blend this line. So you aren't going to take your clipper with the 3 guard all the way up. What you're going to want to do is just kind of clean up that line. So take it to the middle, just like so. And it will kind of clean up that line if you have one. And then do the back, which I showed you. I couldn't see myself, so hopefully you saw. I don't know. So that's that. That's using the 4 and the 3. Remember I started with using product just to make my guide cleaner. You can do that on the other side as well. If you just want to really make it clean. You just comb your hair to the side that you want. This side's a little bit more difficult for me. As you can see, there's still a lot of hair here from my previous haircut. But, so take any pomade or gel and make that guide clean. I use pomade on this side, so I use gel on this side. Put a little gel in your hand, just need a tiny bit. And just work on your part so it's really clean. All that little hair that you didn't get, you can kind of push down. I just want to really clean guide and part. See all that hair? It's kind of hard for me to get that, so, you know, do your best. That's where the clips come in handy, because it keeps all your hair down. And remember to start with your highest number guard. Put it on. Start this bad boy. Place it literally on your scalp, against your face, against your head, and work up. 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 Remember why I told you not to go in this direction? Because then it will round off your haircut. And most men's haircuts should be square. It's not a rule, but I think it looks better on men to have more of a square haircut rather than a round. So after that's all said and done, like I said, you don't even have to touch the top of your head, because that's where it gets kind of challenging. You could get away with just doing the sides and the back of your head for a couple weeks till you see your barber or your hairstylist. But say that your hair is really long and you want to try to at least trim it. What you could do is just spray your hair, because remember, you use the clippers on dry hair only, not wet. So spray your hair with your water bottle. I don't know about you guys, but with all this stress, I've been getting really dry scalp. I've been very flaky. I think I do have psoriasis, so when I stress or anything, I like have a really dry scalp. Shampoos you can use for that are, there's Paul Mitchell. They have a really good tea tree. I forget the other one. Okay, say you want a little trim. So I can part my hair on either side. I have been going to this side because I was able to have more of a clean haircut here. So whichever side you decide to go on, you have to go in the opposite direction of your trim. So this is the side that I usually go to. So if I'm going to wear my hair to this side, the left side, I'm going to want to trim my hair on the right side. The reason being is because it keeps length and it over directs your hair, so you're keeping length. So what you do, since I wear my hair on the left right now, I'm going to comb all my hair to the right. Now, like I said, you could totally get away with doing the sides of your head and the back of your head with your clipper. You don't even have to touch the top. You'd be fine. So I'm combing all my hair to the opposite direction of where I wear my part. And that's when you can go in with your scissors. You can pull your hair tight against your face. And that's when you can take your shears, again, lay against your face, and then start cutting. And that will give you a little bit of a trim. You also can take your hair straight up, like this. And kind of point, cut, and nip those ends, and you should be fine. All right. So again, whichever side you wear your part, you're going to go in the opposite direction to trim. Also, another easy way is to comb your hair all forward. Can't really see because you guys are all commenting. And then cut at an angle down. That will give you your part and it will look nice rather than so blunt. If you guys have a razor, which I'm sure none of you do. Oh shoot, I don't have my razor with me. I don't know where it is. A razor sometimes is a little easier because it gives you texture. Again, you lay your hair down on your face like this. And you would just take your razor and you would go right there and just kind of razor it down. It will also kind of shave your hair on your face, which I'm sure you probably need. Take the razor. I like to go more like an angle. If you go too square, it might look too blunt. So you might not want to do that. So again, whichever way you wear your hair, either left or right, you go in the opposite direction onto trim. So say you wear your hair on the left side, or wait, on the right side. You would trim your hair on this side. Same technique. Comb all your hair to the side. Lay it flat against your face. Just like so. Use your face as your guide. And then take your scissors and just start nipping, just like that. And then you could go shorter if you want, do the same thing. But again, when I'm trimming my hair with my scissors, you notice when I'm going on this side, I go up at an angle. When I'm going on this side, I go down at an angle. So those are things that you want to remember. If that's too hard for you, just put your hair all forward. Take your scissors and just kind of nip what you can. Just don't hurt yourself. All right? So I think that's a good demo for you guys to survive till you see your barber or your hairstylist. Again, if you want to go shorter on your sides, use the 1 and 2 guard. I'm going to use the 2 first. Two first, go up, straight up, against the head, scalp, go straight up, both sides, same in the back. Feel up to where you want it to stop, place your hand, do the same thing, up. If you want to keep your hair longer on the sides, you just have to remember that men's hair grows within seconds. Like, your hair will probably grow out within like a week and a half to 2, so you might want to go shorter. But if you want to keep it longer, just use a 3 and a 4. Also, if you don't want to use the clipper, what you could do is, I don't really have hair on my sides, but just comb your hair to the side and very carefully pull your ear down. Take your scissor. Remember this side, my left side, I'm going more of an up angle, and then trim around your ear. Also, if you don't have scissors, use eyebrow scissors. They work just as well. Same thing. Comb your hair to the other side. All the hair that's like going over your ear, just cut with the little scissor. Eyebrow scissor, regular shear. But just be very careful and make sure to protect your ear. Your hands are great tools to use to keep the ear down. You literally can push your ear down, go with either scissor, and go around your ear and cut that hair off. Remember, you're not a professional. That's why you go to a professional, either a barber or hairstylist, so they can do these techniques. I'm just demoing this for you so you can get through for the couple weeks that you need to get through so you can see those barbers and those hairstylists. Now more than ever, we need you. You know, the salon was shut down on the 18th. I have not worked since the 18th. If I don't work, I don't make money. So don't try to do it yourself. Like, try to do this, you know, huge thing. This is just to get you by. All right? That's it. So your hair is cut. Now you put in your products. You know, I'm lucky in the fact that I'm versatile. My gay men clients will know what that means. So I can wear my hair curly or straight. I'm gonna blow my hair straight today. So I'm going to use a little bit of a leave-in conditioner spray. A little hair serum. This is just to protect your hair from the heat. I always work my product from the back of my head down to the ends, coming forward. You really want to focus on those ends with product because those are that's the hair that gets the driest and most brittle the fastest, especially if you're using heat tools. So now I have my product in. You can either use a brush like this, or I like to use a round brush because it gives me a bend in my hair. You know, the higher the hair, the closer to God. So now what I'm going to do is blow out my hair really quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth first. You want to make sure your hair's, like, I would say 90% dry before you start using the round brush to give you a bend in your hair. Low heat. I'm going to switch it. You could also use your hands. So my hair is probably 90% dry. So now we're going to go in with giving the hair a little bit of a bend and giving it some volume. That's when you want to go in. So over direct forward towards you. Put the hair in. Get the heat on. You want to make sure you kind of shake your blow dryer because if you just direct the heat on, you're going to burn yourself. So that's why you need your blow dryer, so you don't burn yourself. And then just pull it back. Again, over direct your brush, get the hair into it. Go forward. Hold it. Off the brush. brush, go forward towards you with the hair in. You need to move your blow dryer because if you hit it too close, you keep it there, you're going to burn yourself. Let it out. So see, my hair is totally straight. So you want it a little straighter? You can use, this is a travel flat iron. It's pretty cool because you can travel with it. Turn it on. Wait till it heats up. I'm not reading any of your comments right now because I'm really trying to focus. So I'll read them after I finish. Alright? My flat iron is heating up. I'm going to take a little drink of Gatorade. Hydrate, sugar-free. I did hear though that with this virus that the Gatorade with the sugar is the best because it gives you like hydration. So that's just what I heard. I don't know if it's true. So my flat iron is heated up. If you want it a little straighter, start where the side that's you want it starts. Kind of take small sections. I never heat up my ends because it's damaging. Just run that flat iron through. If you want it a little straighter. Try not to do your ends because again, it is damaging. So after you get your hair super straight, the way you want it, the way you feel the most like handsome and hot, you can either use hairspray and spray this all back to give you a nice deal, or you could use your pomade, or if you want a different look and you want the look to stay in place, you could use gel. I'm going to start with pomade. I use the American Crew pomade. You just need a tiny bit. If you use too much, all your work is like ruined. So I use less than a dime. That's even too much, but whatever. Emulsify in your hand. And you don't want to just go in, you kind of want to just work it. I don't like to go straight onto my scalp. So I kind of just rake it and go back. See how that's already looking amazing, amazingly suave. This is a funny thing. One of my clients is the voice for Maybelline. I didn't know. So she's like, yeah, I'm the voice for Maybelline. So she did her jig, like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I was like, oh my God, really? Maybe you can do a jig for me. So that's pomade. So you want a different look? So you can either do hairspray, that keeps it like, you know, brushable holds, it has movement. This is pomade holds. So you want gel holds. With the gel, you need to use a little bit of water. So I spray my palm with water, or spray your hair with water. The gel I use is Hard Up 9 Shine 10 Hold. it's Style Sexy Hair. It's this stuff. Small amount. I would say maybe like a nickel. I'd say even that's too much. You know, less is more in this case. Emulsify. Work through your hair. Rake and go back. Now you have a really clean, stiff look. Now, after you put your gel in, you're not going to really be able to get through. Looks pretty good. What you can do is you can take your comb, wet it. It's actually better when it's wet. It helps the hair set better. And just comb through. And then you have a nice, clean, slick, gelled look. See, I'm a professional and I couldn't even get this. I don't even want to attempt to try. So you wanted to go a little step further? This is like advanced. But why not? You're in the house all day. Might as well try it, right? If you screw up, your hair's going to grow back. By the time you see your barber or your stylist, it's going to be grown back. So take the guard off the clipper. Start this bad boy. Push your hair down. And then you can follow your part and give yourself a hard part. You gotta be very, very precise. So if you're shaky or had too much coffee or don't attempt it, because then you're gonna have this thick, huge line and it's not gonna be fun. So hopefully that demo helps you guys. Again, I started this demo with a quote, so I'm gonna end it with a quote. The same one, be strong, exclamation point, be strong, because things will get better. It may be stormy now, which I'm sure probably is where you are, it might be, but it never rains forever, so just remember that. Be strong, be well, stay healthy, stay sane, stay in your house, wear your hair mask, wear your face mask, wash your hands for 20 seconds, okay? I was really glad to do this. You know, it's been really hard for me because I'm an artist and I'm creative and I need people. And with this virus and pandemic around the world, and me not working since the 17th, this is like my 21st days in this house. It's nice to connect with people and share my talent and my gifts with you to help you get through till you can see your barber or your hairstylist. So I hope it helps. You know, my love to all of you. Hang in there. I know it's hard. Just try to follow your routines and just love one another. All right? I love you guys. Bye. And girls.